Tottenham chief Daniel Levy is unlikely to leave North London anytime soon, with Spurs continuing to be linked with a return for Mauricio Pochettino. Daniel Levy will insist on staying at Tottenham in the event of any potential takeover, according to reports. The Spurs Supremo is currently leading the club's hunt for a new manager in the wake of the decision to cut ties with Antonio Conte. However, while Mauricio Pochettino remains popular over in North London, it looks unlikely the Argentine will be returning to the capital for a second crack at the job. Tottenham opted to relieve Conte of his duties earlier this week, with the Italian leaving ahead of schedule. Yet many fans would love to see the back of Levy instead, with the Spurs chief overseeing a 15-year trophy drought during his time in power. While that's the case, however, the Daily Mail say Levy is in it for the long haul and will insist on staying at Tottenham in the event of any future sale. Unlike Conte, many at Spurs knew the 61-year-old was committed to the cause. Now, the onus is on him to decide the club's next manager. According to the report, some players are pining for Pochettino to return to the capital. The Argentine was previously hired back in the summer of 2014, with the 51-year-old proceeding to make Tottenham a force in the years that followed. They came close to ending their trophy drought in 2019, losing 2-0 to Real Madrid in the Champions League final that year. And Pochettino would lose his job months later, with the Argentine axed after overseeing a difficult start to the campaign. Yet while some members of the squad want the 51-year-old to return, that's unlikely to happen. There is supposedly major doubt they will get their wish, and while Pochettino is returning from a period abroad, Tottenham doesn't seem to be his next destination. Instead, all signs currently point to Julian Nagelsmann taking over instead. Many were shocked last week when Bayern Munich opted to sack the German, despite enjoying a positive season so far. Thomas Tuchel, who has now replaced Nagelsmann at the Bundesliga giants, had previously been a candidate to take over at Tottenham. And who Levy ends up settling for ultimately remains to be seen, with the Tottenham director's own future safe for the time being. The Tottenham Hotspur Supporters Trust, meanwhile, have called on Levy to keep his promises after the departure of Conte. In a recent statement, they wrote, "No supporters want to see their manager leave during the season, as it usually means something has gone wrong." Despite the difficulties faced this season, THST would like to place on record its thanks to Antonio for his hard work during his 18 months in charge, particularly last season and during that tremendous run-in. "We also acknowledge the personal challenges Antonio has faced this season and wish him well as he continues to recover from his operation. This departure will come as no surprise to Spurs fans. We are aware many supporters had grown tired of the football associated with the manager, while others felt he was the right man to take the club forward and will be saddened to see him depart. The club's board must now have a clear strategy for what and who comes next, and it needs to tell this club's supporters what that plan is. THSD has repeatedly called for this, and fans deserve it." They added, "As another season without silverware comes to an end, we would urge the club board to reassess those priorities before appointing a manager the entire fan base will get behind, and building a team that can truly challenge for domestic and European honours, respecting the traditions of our football club. We, and all Spurs supporters, will now get behind Christian Stellini, Ryan Mason and the coaching team, in pushing the team towards securing another top 4 finish."